Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's showtime. Hi, guys. So, I'm tired as bleep tonight, as I got about a grand total of 4 hours of sleep, and then maybe a 2-hour nap later. So I'm still just tired and low energy, so I'm going to be doing something relatively low energy. I'm going to be doing a key farm. And then, as the, stream title might imply, I will be making my first ever legendary piece of armor. So that'll be nifty. Let's go with an Asura. I'm going to use the D20 of Fate. Odd number will be female. It's 13, which is an odd number, though female. The class, 1 through 9, 11 through 19, a 10 or a 20 we re-roll. It is an 8, that is a necromancer. We will go with random appearance. That is a fugly outfit. All the details are fine. We will do mod 3 to determine which of these masks we'll be using. A 19 is not going to work. We actually need 1 through 18. 15, that will be the Ghostly Wraith. Oh, nice eyes. We'll always just go with Ferocity because it's easy to remember. Doesn't really matter. The College is again a 15, and that's Synergetics. Oh, first invention was... Hey! Shirk, is that correct? The Cringemonger I know I can pronounce. New character. This is a key farm. Once a week you can level a character up to level 10, do the first chapter of the storyline, and get a key for unlocking one of the lockboxes. Used to be you could do it unlimited number of times. They changed it to once a week. So a fair number of Guild Wars 2 players, once a week, will create a new character, level them up to 10, do the first story chapter, get the key, open the box, delete the character. So yes, a new character, but not for long. Number 3, Blip. I didn't get much sleep last night, so I'm really tired, so I don't have the energy to put into into hitting Living World Season 1.
I am Asura.
Yes, exactly. I have seen...
Well,
the first chapter of the story, literally over 100 times.
Were driven from the heart of the earth, forced to live in this bright, wide world. Of course, we've excelled. We exceed expectations in everything we do.
I've probably done the human starting zone 100 times, and that's not an exaggeration.
With Golem and Gate and Arcane
Because I have
Crystal,
like
we have asserted our supremacy
20
in
plus
this
human
land
characters,
and made it
and
our own.
the fastest single key farm
We will
is
not
the
move
human
another inch.
commoner
Not for dragons, not for anyone.
origin. As you can get that one done, once you know what you're doing, you can get it done in about an hour. You can do it faster
By studying the
if you
eternal
use...
alchemy,
There are a number of
we can see
methods for
that all
leveling your
things are
character up
connected.
to 20, 30, 40, 50, 60,
I am a
or
scholar
using the
of
knowledge books to
interconnectivity
level up really
and
quick. So you can actually get it done
I
probably
belong
in
to the
15
College
minutes.
of Synergetics.
But I actually kind of enjoy the sort of,
Synergetics
granted,
plays
somewhat
delve into the
repetitive
nature of
nature, but
fundamental coherence that
of
many
the
overlook
familiarity
and few
of the
exploit.
gameplay. Now, given that a key
My
costs
success positively impacts my crew,
like a
who
buck
then
and a half,
gratefully assist me, and I succeed
it's
even more
not
brilliantly.
a good monetary
Reciprocity.
sense, but it is a way of me sort of
I've just
low
been informed
energy,
that defective
playing the
balance,
game
not
and
mine, of
having
course,
an objective
are
rather
causing
than
havoc
just
out in the jungle.
killing mobs and stuff. Get the key.
Whatever the imbeciles outside
Get
the city
maybe
have
get a
broken,
cool cosmetic.
I'll fix and make my name doing so. In time,
Hey, Vorp.
I will map the fabric of connectivity that weaves us all together. This is my story.
That's a genuinely terrifying Asura. Random.
Check and recheck.
All right, and then we have our login reward. The new character goodies.
You there?
Hi, Rob. How you doing? So I just beeline.
Move along. Nothing to see here.
Because I know where I'm going. I've got to get to the portal. And in here, we'll end up fighting the coolest looking critter that I can remember from the beta, with the possible exception of the beta closing event, which had the Vorpal Bunny, the legendary Vorpal Bunny we had to fight.
Zosia's gone through the portal. Get in there quickly. She'll need your help.
I'm getting in there quickly. Okay. We'll end up fighting a large and extraordinarily cool-looking golem.
Activation sequence aborted.
You're looking a little wobbly.
And here it comes. This, when I first saw this entry here, it just blew my mind.
Looks like the guest of honor has arrived.
Just a really
Let's take
nifty
it down.
piece of animation.
You're looking a little wobbly, Peter. Did that scramble your brainwaves?
You still alive? Be a dear and just die already, won't you?
Is that all you got? I've made sturdier golems in my sleep.
And victory is
Yeah,
ours.
scratch one cube is gone.
I like the noise it makes at the end. Wait for it.
Fine. We'll be back. Let's see how you like it when someone kills your masterpiece.
Didn't sort of play the way it usually does. There was a weird animation glitch there. It kind of makes this noise as if it's puzzled by its own demise.
Hey, it's you again.
Yes, it's me again. Hi,
see you.
Lance. How you doing? And I'm level.
Such as our
2.
esteemed
Look out.
synergism
Genius
colleague.
on the rise.
Quite so.
And I have a new axe. The old axe just wasn't cutting it. Oh, I'm so witty. It wasn't cutting it. Do you get it? Do you get the joke? Oh my god. It never ends around here.
I couldn't work for them, no matter how bored or hungry. My tolerance of evil is too low.
It can't be that bad. Genius
now we're
turned
just
evil,
gonna-
still genius.
Run some hearts. Kill any events. Knowing how often you were doing the key farm. Yes. Yeah. Literally for about 2 years I was doing it every Monday. And then occasionally
Resume
previous to
normal
that
functioning.
and after that. But for a couple years, pretty much every Monday. Which meant a lot of keys, which meant a lot of, over time, meant a lot of cool cosmetics. Later on, for a while, and this is the first time I've not done it in maybe a year and a half, I
Damage
was
sustained. System integrity
buying
compromised.
25 keys every time there was a new lockbox.
Resume normal
Using
functioning.
the excuse that, hey, it's good content, which it kind of is, but also because I like pretty things.
Perhaps aeronautics can redeem themselves. Come back next time.
Who doesn't like pretty things? Come on. What's that kind of... There's a haywire golem.
Resume normal
One more
functioning.
thing should do. NEU, SRV 3296.
Power core unstable. Explosion in 5, 4, 1. This has been a test of the Golem evacuation system. Code 42. Notify technician.
Nice, one more. Then, oh, we got a toolbox. Toolbox will do.
Can I get any better?
Heart level
Indeed, I can.
Resume normal functioning.
ding, as we like to say. That was level 3 and level 4. Papa's got a brand new bag. It is obligatory for me to say that every single time, too. Sky Scout, please. And I will just run around. I'll be grabbing all of the waypoints, the points of interest, the vistas, getting the hearts done. Just to level up, hit level 10, do the storyline. I think it's a strange mechanic, but it helps populate low-level areas with people. There are always knowledgeable people around to help us noobs. That is certainly true. Generally, it's not unusual for people to hit the lower-level zones, to have reasons to do so. Let's try that again. As a lot of the sort of end-gamey content will bring you back to the lower-level zones for various reasons. The dailies and weeklies will do it as well. So they have mechanics in place to encourage people to come back to content that is theoretically, you know, deprecated for them, that they've already passed through.
Speak with me if you're interested.
Trust your instincts.
I'm going to be buzzing through a lot of this, so I won't be, like, reading
I have an
the
amazing
text because I've done it so many times. We'll see if I get to the Scrit IQ test, Heart. I may put a little more effort into that one, as that one is, I think, funny. Hello, impressionable progeny.
We have much to discuss.
Trust your instincts. Sign up with the inquest today.
Don't sign up with the Inquest. The Inquest are actually evil, as opposed to most Asura, who are merely amoral. They're not, you know, actually evil.
I yield, I yield!
Just
I have an offer.
Everything has a place in the eternal alchemy.
Trust your instincts.
Trust your instincts.
Sign up with the
Sign up with the inquest today.
How may I assist you?
another heart, another level. There are also a fair number of players who really, really enjoy helping people out. Going to the low-level zones just to help people out. Throwing, you know, one of the most common things is a lot of people will make bags. You know, make larger bags for starting characters and then just sort of distribute them. A lot of MMOs make the claim that they're the friendliest. I would say the two friendliest in my experience are Guild Wars 2 and Lord of the Rings Online. And Guild Wars 2 will win in a contest between those two because it doesn't really have much of a free-to-play population percentage-wise, whereas Latro tends to have a much higher one. And I think most of us would agree that, as a rule,
Talk with me.
with some
We have much to
exceptions,
discuss.
the free-to-play players are less likely to take the game and the other players seriously. I have revived an ally and gotten more XP. Got another POI over here. We'll grab that really fast. All right, Sparks. It's not just a city in Nevada. The old, we've got a large air elemental. Event successful, and another level.
That went just as planned.
I'm already level 6. Amazing. I'm just amazing. I'm sure you're all amazed. Yeah, it's actually pretty well thought design. A few years ago, you were checking your old Alads. I played Alads just a year or two ago on stream. And made a new character just for fun. It was Pain, all noob locations with just a ghost town. Yeah. Another thing this game has that keeps the content somewhat more relevant than most is the fact that it has downward level scaling. So if you are level 80, where I am right now, you'd be down leveled to level 4. Now, you've still got access to all your skills, and your items have more stats on them, even scaled down. So you're still significantly way stronger than a regular level 4. But if you're careless, you can still get yourself killed. Did I finish that heart? Yes. Yes. But then it was designed for with level scaling in mind. Level down scaling in mind, anyway. And most of the other games which have level scaling weren't designed that way. And I think it shows. Level scaling is one of my regular
Always be loyal to
TED Talk subjects on my stream. You may have heard me go through it multiple times in the past. You can design a game with level scaling and it'll work. You can try and impose level scaling on it, and I just don't think that's going to be successful. I will also repeat that I am in the minority on that, certainly as far as it goes with Elder Scrolls Online. Elder Scrolls Online, the community as a whole, vastly approved of level scaling. So on that one, I am a paladin fighting for the lost cause. Another heart. And now, the reason I have been having so much trouble with the name of my currently leveling character, not the relative throwaway character that you're looking at here. Whoop, another event. Whose last name is Scritbane, and I keep saying Scritbrain. We're about to hit the heart where that is actually the reason why. It's because we're coming up to a heart where we will get called a Scrit-brained idiot multiple times. That's another level. 7.
Time itself moves faster than you. Why me?
I have looted sufficient enemies.
My genius mind never
a
fails.
certain
technology
A
is so
resounding
advanced, it can often
success.
seem broken.
All right, Taka.
These are like cream. Good ones rise to the top.
Give me a blue key card. Blue. Blue.
Excelsior.
Oh my god, would you... Blue, blue, blue. Green, yellow, green. Oh my god, how have I managed to choose the wrong card? I blame Vorpine. I mean, not that it's his fault, but I'm blaming him anyway. Oh my god, I really have managed to find all the ones that weren't blue. And my blue has worn out. Fortunately, I don't have to go back and get another. I can res the guy, and I can address the PR and T mini ooze projections. Which, if I poke them, they are displeased and turn into actual oozes instead of just ooze projections. Which is kind of a nifty trick if you think about it. First of all, you're just a hologram, and all of a sudden you're not. Art complete, level complete. Ba-doop, ba-doop. And when we finish up with the key farm, we will then be moving on to, I don't know how long it's going to take. Shouldn't take more than 10 or 15 minutes. But I'll be making my first legendary piece of armor.
It is good you have met me.
Getting healthy.
All right, and we're going to kill a couple of these, kill the ones that are wandering around, and then we're going to summon one. And one of the things they say is something like execute or something like that. But the other one they say,
Script-brained idiot.
there we are. Perhaps my favorite voiceover work in the game. Second favorite next to Uptown Johnny in the human starting experience. Script-brained idiot.
Exterminate!
So that's why I have been having trouble saying Skrit Bane on Caraxis, the new character, even though that's his last name, is because I am so fond of Skrit-brained idiot as an insult that I keep saying Skrit Brain instead of
I just need
Skrit
some
Bane.
samples, and then I'll be out of your hair.
Script-brained idiot.
See? Skrit Brained idiot. It's just the best. What kind of idiot are you? I'm a Skrit Brained idiot.
Exterminate!
See, exterminate, that's fine, but, I mean, really, that's no script-brained idiot. Oh, we got two of them. That's gonna hurt. We've got Chief Chipotle.
You crossed the line.
I have evidently crossed the line. I wasn't aware. Nobody told me I'd crossed the line. Well, he did. He actually said that I'd crossed the line, but nobody else had told me that I crossed the line. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Let's see. We have Pinte McNasty and Fitzpizzle Cogsburn. I'm actually pretty good with the Fitzpizzle there. That's a good one. Fitzpizzle Cogburn is all right with me. That's a fine name for an Asura. If they happen to be watching this, nice name. Fitzpizzle Cogburn. It's pretty good. It is pretty good. Let's see. Yeah, we got all those. We did not get our boots. We didn't pick up our free boots. Which will also give us some XP. Maybe you're wondering about the free boots. Every starter map has a place where they teach you how to dodge. You dodge in, grab your free boots, and dodge back out. So I'm going to dodge in. Grab my free boots.
Another testament.
Dodge
to my
back
greatness.
out and be level 9. The basic harvesting tools are now mine. And we have our new boots. As is tradition around here when we're leveling up, whether it's a key farm or a new character, we get a new item of attire. We get new random dies. Drum roll, please. Hey, Nod Knox, how you doing? That's actually not bad. Purple Tint, Carnage Orange, and Kelly. I'm fine with that color combo, actually. We also missed a POI. Right in the middle of the water. And that's that. It's that fast. The blinding speed. Okay, blinding might be a slight exaggeration, but not much. It's fast. I actually own a sort of a trade paperback edition, very, very early, of TMNT. The only TMNT thing I ever got. And it's so old, their catchphrase wasn't cowabunga. It was kiss your butt goodbye. In other words, it was before it became big. Large scale paperback about yay big. Yeah, about yay big. Was when it was meant to be a complete parody. In essence, of Elektra. The little thing just rezzed itself in. This event is a pain in the schwanz. So, I'm going to skip it. Well, not this event. This heart is a pain in the schwanz. Instead,
My mentor performed extensive research while I was her everything she knew.
I will do the Scrit IQ test because it's funny. Basically, that's the reason. And you'll get to see my uncannily accurate Scrit impersonation. That will be a highlight of your day, I can assure you. Don't believe his lies. Before we actually begin that, we'll go ahead and grab the easy XPs. And then we'll have magnifying lens theater. Why are you here? Stinky feet, go home. Tell me, you pan cretin, what drives the eternal alchemy? Gibberish. Gibberish, hack. What magical force radiates enigmatic waves? You scare me. You scare me big. Shoo. Okay, an easy one. How many zigoneutrons does it take to fit in a magilectron? Ah! We'll go on to the next one then. I help you. You want to talk? I am here to analyze your cognitive abilities. What? What do you want? I'm assessing your capacity for sophisticated communication with other species. No, hurts my ears. Use littler words. Very well. To what extent are you able to infer my meaning? Ow. Well, this one perhaps. What? Very busy. Busy. Standing. Let's test your intelligence quotient. Say I want to find the square root of 36. Want to find roots. Dirty sticks. There, done. How do I know that you're not just feigning imbecility to invalidate my data? No. You seen my fingers? Think. What was the last place I remember seeing them? Nose? No, not there. You truly believe you've misplaced your phalanges. Woo-hoo-hoo! Funny word. Phalanges. Phalanges. Funny. Phalanges. Now we kill the one who's been attacking us for the last 20 seconds? I thought you were not that fond of Asuras, just playing stuff for a change of pace. Yeah, actually. Oh, they're a fun race to play. They're just appalling. I mean, the bad ones are unmitigated evil, and the ones who aren't unmitigated evil are kind of okay with unmitigated evil. They are amoral, largely. You look smart. No more smarts. When combined, what does molten steel and pyroclastic material become? Piapoclast? Picrothas? Food, yes? No. Okay, this one's easier. At what temperature does rock liquefy? At temperature very, very hot. No, this is stupid. We should just freeze-dry Scrit and sell them to Char as snacks. No! Scrit not cat food! Yeah, wallow in that thought for a while. The ones I don't like, actively don't like, are the Silvari. I don't find them fun. The Asura I find fun. Borderline. Kind of evil. I answer right, you give me treat. It's good deal. Do you know what this is called? What you talking about? This, right here. You're looking at it. Floppy ears lies. Nothing is there. This right here is called an air molecule. No! And that concludes today's lesson. You and math. You know. Well, now you know the appropriate kind of vocalizations to put with it. What do you want? What? Something like that. I believe you're masking your true intelligence. I shall expose your deception. Huh? What? Expose what? I intend to discredit your contrived mendacity through my verbal dexterity. Ouch! My head! Stop the head hurdy talk. Your subterfuge of incognizance will erode under my fulgent dupery. Mission accomplished. Not more questions. Why? Did questions yesterday. because we have to monitor you lab scripts now. Question number 1. Yes, more questions? No more questions. Did you not hear me? Just say now. Question number 1. So, is that first question? Or no questions? Yes, questions? Kind of confusing. That was merely my reprising of the prelude to the first question, which is no questions, yes questions, no questions, yes questions, no. Oop, nap time. Yes? Why are you looking at me? Don't have shinies for you. I've got to test your intelligence. Tests. Hey, tests. Okay, fine. How many in a dozen? How many what? Guess not. When red and blue are combined, what color do they make? Of course, this depends on whether you're combining them in terms of like pigments or in terms of light. Don't know. All right then, explain to me what you do know. Just everything you know. Everything. And this has been Magnifying Lens Script Theater. And scene. What?
More come, yes?
What? No disturbance. You can't have what's inside. It's not yours.
Stuff.
Exactly. Stuff. And that's level 10. Oh, thank you very much. You're far too kind. Level 10, so now we will begin the first chapter of one of the 3 script storylines. There are actually 3 initial storylines that you choose from during your character creation, so this will be one of them. I don't remember which one we picked. The SNAF prize must be ours. The SNAF prize is up for grabs.
Interested in a study on sprit intelligence? The Brill Alliance crew needs you.
Perhaps it's 4? Can't remember if it's 4 or 3. I think it's 3, depending on which of the colleges you choose, is which of the starting experiences you get as an Asura. Pretty sure that's it.
Finally, you're here. We had to give up our space in the queue. Now the College of Synergetics is behind Dynamics, Statics, and Inquest.
With respect, sir, that
Inquest,
just means they've saved
for the record,
best
are the
for
ones
last.
who are just plain
Our
evil.
interspatial translocator is this year's clear winner.
One hopes. Remember, the founder of the event and one of the judges is Soja, a Synergetics alumnus. She'll hold us to a higher standard.
Let's review once more, okay?
Hi,
I'll operate
Paul.
the translocator. I give the judges some batter, explain the translocator's brilliance, and then...
Then you fired at me. I'm the most familiar with the device and with being teleported, so I'm the least likely to regurgitate breakfast all over the judge's table.
Exactly.
I'm not sure
You
that
appear in a
regurgitating
blinding
breakfast
flash
all
of
over the
electrified
judge's table
brilliance.
might not be a
Improved
winning
teleportation is
strategy
possible
and or
without a receiving
tactic.
gate, and the SNAF prize is ours. It's brilliant. I can't wait to see the expression on the judges' faces.
Especially if she throws up on
Right
him.
now, crewmate Paul, they just look bored. They're waiting for us. So let's get out there and dazzle them. SNAF prize, here we come.
Yes, Teo. Your floating Griswold.
There it is. I referred to that last night. Teo and her floating Griswirl. The floating Griswirl itself shows up in the
May I have your
second
attention,
chapter
please?
of one of the human storylines. The I always wanted to run away to the carnival storyline, and yes, that's a thing.
Behold, teleportation without a receiver. And note that my assistant is completely intact.
Except emotionally. Emotionally,
And
she's
this
a
is
wreck.
the second time your assistant has impressed me.
Hi, Zosha.
You put on quite a show with other people's work. That teleporter is Inquest property. Fork it over.
What? Never. This is my crew's invention. and we'll die before we give it up to the likes of you.
We will? Yeah, I mean, yeah. We will.
I was hoping you'd say that. Inquest! You heard those plagiarists. Kill them all!
I gotta say, plagiarism, death penalty, a bit harsh.
Stop this. The contest is over. I hereby declare that
Although,
Thark and his
I can't
crew
remember if that was
win
the
this year's
specific
Snap
inspiration
Prize.
for one of my characters, but I do have an Asura named
That device
Piri
derived
the
from inquest
Plagiarist.
research, and I have evidence to prove it.
That's a serious allegation. The judges will certainly look into it, but in the meantime, the decision stands. However, in light of Teo's evidence, the inquest may now reclaim its property. After the council
The fix
fully
was in.
investigates,
Flax.
credit and blame will be assigned to the deserving parties.
Basically, the only constant for the members of the Asura High Council is complete and utter corruption.
How can you be helped?
This is an outrage. How could the council credit an inquest loud over a genius like me? We can't even claim the title Snap Savant in circumstances like these. I will not go down in history as the only SNAF prize winners with an asterisk by their name. This calls for an incredibly stern letter of protest.
Save your ink, Vark. It's obvious Flax
At
and
least they
Teo
don't
are
cancel
working
plagiarists
together,
on Twitter.
and I will not let them besmirch Snaf's memory.
Zoja's
On
right.
X,
the council
they don't
accepted that
cancel
protest and gave away
anybody.
our translocator suspiciously fast. I think the whole charade was rehearsed.
Which
They
means
might
it's
give you a
only
blue
matter
check.
of time before they rescind their decision.
It
take
is
away your
another
victory,
day,
and award the
and
Snap
again you
Prize
are
to the
here.
Inquest. I say we
You
even
keep coming
score.
back, a bit of a
Let's take back your
masochist, aren't you?
teleporter by force before they take away your right to do it legally.
Translocator. Sounds like a plan to me. I put a tracking device in to avoid a repeat of the sewer incident. That will tell us where to find
Keep
it.
going to work too? Well, I have often held,
It'll be tough, but
since
I
I
have a
first
stake in
understood
this
the
too.
truth of it,
And maybe if I
that
help
a
recover
regular
the
paycheck is the most
translocator,
addictive
you'll
drug
stop
in the world.
bringing up the sewer incident.
Live with a knife
Let's
at
get
your
started
neck at
then.
all times.
You pinpoint their location with a tracking
Are you
device,
holding it
and we'll
there?
intercept them before they can lock it up in one of their labs. I have a few
I would
preparations
prefer to
make
hold a
and
back
few
scratcher
allies
to my
switch
back
on.
than a knife to
I'll
my
meet
neck.
you on the road.
And we have finished the first bit. And we do get a new item of attire. And as we have spoken of before, we put that on. We put that. We slot those away. We got pants we can't wear. We got a torch that we can use. And a focus that we can use.
This is most remarkable.
Ah, life holds it there. Well, I mean, we're all dying. And at the cosmic scale, we're all dying at pretty much the same pace. Meet Zoja on the road near Hydrone Unit. Bloop. Thing is, life is just messing with you. It's a rubber knife. It's just messing with your melon, man. Life thinks that kind of stuff is funny. Life, sometimes kind of a dick. Don't tell him I said so.
Initiating stealth protocol.
Thank you, Mr. Sparkles. Well, we are merely its
Welcome
plaything.
to the
We are
ambush
the
party.
puppets.
The inquest column should be
Occasionally,
along at any
we
moment
even
now.
get a look at the
I'm
string.
eager to pin the Inquest's ears back. Is this a straight smash and grab, or are there hidden subtleties?
Sure, we'll subtly punch their faces, crack their golems, and take what they stole. Mr. Sparkles here was just made for subtlety.
Subtle enough for me. and no less than they deserve.
Is there any chance we can do this without resorting to violence?
Guys.
Guys?
Guys?
Guys? Oh, well, you can't blame me for helping.
Sadly, our plan does not go to, well, plan. But it isn't our fault. We've been betrayed.
Armor enhanced.
Defensive protocols suspended.
My life is, pretty much the same as usual. And our ambush has been counter-ambushed. Now, how did they know what we were doing? My life today is tired, as I woke up after about 4 hours of sleep and couldn't get back to sleep.
Well, well, well. What's
I got an hour or two of napping in later, but I still feel like I've had about 2 or 2.5 hours less sleep than I wanted.
Losers would try to steal the interspatial translocator. That's why I set this trap, which you fell for because you're stupid.
How did you get to Counselor Flax? Bribes, blackmail, or did you put the fear in him? When we expose this rotten mess,
So that's
you'll
why I'm
pay
going
for
with the
what
key
you've
farm
done.
this evening, in that I can put my brain in neutral.
And in the meantime, we're gonna kick your
More than
behind
usual.
so hard you'll be wearing it as a hat. Right, Mr. Sparkles?
Mr. Sparkles, go.
Affirmative. Prepare to don the behind hat.
Yes.
Prepare
yes,
to
very
to
threatening.
doff
I'm literally
to wear
quaking with fear so badly
the
that I can
behind
barely clean up you
hat.
loose ends by doing this. Okay, subject one.
See, that's
Let's get
they're
you into
they're
the case.
awful people.
Subject two.
Asura, most especially the Inquest, but
On to subject three.
yeah, they're also
It's starting to smoke.
funny. I also normally I'm not a fan of the small races. You know, your
I
gnomes,
think this
your
might be the
halflings.
first time a device malfunction has worked in our favor. We were probably
The
supposed
difference
to end up in a
of the
volcano.
ones I've liked in the past is the Asura are amoral, insane, and the other was the Chua, I think was the name, from Wildstar, who were actually psychotic. I'm sorry, I've never liked gnomes.
Better keep moving. The Inquest must be out looking for us.
Poisoned, bleeding, and not very smart. Just never liked them. But don't worry, they're not alone in my almost universal dislike of a specific type of character. I actively loathe when an MMO takes an animal and makes it into a human, especially when they give it a name that is directly related to the animal. It's the least creative kind of thing I can imagine. The most perfect example of all being EverQuest having a race of humanoid frogs, and they're named Froglocks. Really? You couldn't afford to give it more than 5 seconds of thought on the name? Froglocks. And I feel it is incumbent upon me to add, let's say, WoW's fox-based race. You know, the one that they created for all the player base that are furries. And they named them Vulpera. And of course, foxes, something that is fox-like, is Vulpine. Again, 5 seconds to come up with the name, you lazy bastards. At least try to put in some work. Human story, save the queen, cure the land. Char story, help your clan, reclaim lands. Asura story, you're stupid. No, nuh-uh, is exactly correct. Oh, somewhere there we hit level 11. Level 11. Let's see. Signets, minions. Oh, we want minions, of course. We're a necromancer. How can I forget to summon my minions if I don't have minions to summon? And believe me, I will forget to summon them. The Asura also have some very funny bits, like the guys getting in the two Asura having an insult contest over their mothers. Your mother is so stupid she thinks a golem answer is the response to a golem question.
Is that Mr. Sparkles back there?
A powerful combination.
Roll around in his guts for ages.
So it's less that I dislike the small races. For instance, the hobbits in Lord of the Rings Online, no problem at all. It's that the small races feel obligatory. And I don't like where they feel they have to design to bullet points. So for instance, in most MMOs, I am sick of dwarves, elves, dragons as examples. I'm not sick of them in Lord of the Rings Online because
Oh no, Mr. Sparkles.
care to guess where the stereotype comes from?
There's a lot of metal polish before you live up to that name again.
But I am so sick of elves, dwarves, and dragons in my MMOs.
Welcome back, Mr. Sparkles.
New
I need
idiotic
to know what
world
happened.
has
Where's
been designed
Zosha?
by ticking off bullet points. Yes.
Insufficient data at this time.
Yeah.
Working.
I understand the
There.
reasons behind
I have
it.
located Zosha's
Nobody
tracking
wants to
signal.
diverge
She
too
is
far
in
from
the
what's
Inquest's
expected.
Metrica province lab.
WoW is
Zosha's
still the
there,
boat
so is
anchor
Taylor.
around the
And
MMO
I want to
design
give Taylor
world.
a piece of my mind and all of my fist.
There's
Meet
a
me there,
reason so
Mr.
many
Sparkles,
games are
and we'll bust
basically
Zosha out.
functionally WoW clones. It's
back
because
to
they
the
want to
lab,
be
Paul.
able to pull in
You'll be
the
safe there.
former
Do some
WoW
digging
player,
and
the
see if you
current
can find
WoW player
anything that'll
as a
give us an
potential
edge.
audience. And we'll be seeing
Finally,
that
a task that doesn't
presumably
require
on
bruising
Friday
or
when I
being
play,
bruised.
presumably,
I'm on it.
Terrace Land. Which, presumably, the servers won't melt into molten hunks. No guarantees on that. A new aqua breather. Bow we can't use, but a country coat we can. Why is it a country coat?
Power flow at 30%.
I don't know. The Asura are not really rural agrarian people, you know. But it is new attire, and new attire means new random dies. Drumroll, please. And here we go. Well, that's kind of unified, actually. We've got River, Godless, and Cyanide. That's really, the river is sort of lulls you into a nice sort of pastoral feeling. And then we get into the real Asura, Godless and Cyanide. Perfect. Could scarcely be better. I got some crap to sell to a merchant. Hi. Don't suppose you'd like to buy all my junk? You would. Oh, thank you.
May all your theories be sound.
And then torch, focus. Sure, why not? Where are we off to next? The fun house? The fun house. This is the area earlier where I went, this heart is really slow. I'm going to leave. We're going back in. To the fun house. Godless Cyanide sounds like a rock band. It does sound like a death metal band. The River of Godless Cyanide, brilliant. It certainly is freaking. I remembered to summon them. It is freaking Asura, that's for sure. Locate Zosha. They appear to be on fire. Wasn't me. Okay? I didn't set them on fire. I would have. I would have poisoned them and bled them. And, if possible, set them on fire.
Defensive protocols online.
Hey, you with the ears. How about a little? That was
You
close.
with the ears.
Got her.
I guess my assumption is that they don't all have ears. I would have expected them all to have ears because they all look like that.
Intruder alert. Security compromised. Destroy all unauthorized personnel.
Thanks. And good luck rescuing the others. I'd stay to help, but I'm, late for a symposium.
Mm-hmm. Very late for a symposium.
Defensive protocols online.
Authorized exit. User terminated.
They were beating up my minions. Do we have to save Zoja? Yeah, I guess so.
Armor enhanced.
Hi, Zoja. Brought you Mr. Sparkles.
Nothing's exploded.
And now give me the bad news. We've been betrayed.
Zoja, are you hurt? We came to rescue you, but judging from the fire and fallen inquest, you handled it well on your own.
Not quite. It took all I had to get this far and hold them off. Thanks, by the way. I did not want to jump off this cliff. I hate getting wet.
Yeah, we can tell.
They've been testing your teleporter on more innocents. When they're done, the subjects are disposed of with a prototype incinerator golem. When I busted out, their next victim was behind a force field by the stairs. You probably saw him on the way in.
I did. And it's time to get the inquest to cease and desist. Which means, let's go smash us a prototype incinerator golem.
Good idea.
Done and done. You take the lead. Mr. Sparkles and I will watch your back.
I already took the lead. Otherwise, you'd be all wet. Remember? Now I want to listen to some godless cyanide. Meta Legion! Meta Legion! Just did that event earlier this evening with a friend. Oh, well, look at that. It's a prototype incinerator golem.
You don't stand a chance.
Damage report minimal. Error. Damage reports attempting to uphold prime directive. Destroy all intruders.
I am dead.
Hostiles approaching. Destroy. Engaging blast.
I am sucking the life force away from a golem, and I have to admit that that is a little... seems a little potentially problematic.
Nothing's exploded. That's one less mechanism for the inquest to exploit the innocent. Now for the bad news. Vark sold you out.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to say anything at first. I hate betrayals even more than getting wet. And I figured, hey, you might get killed and then I wouldn't have to tell you.
Pragmatic, as always. But I can't believe that about Vark. I've known him for ages, and he's always been loyal to the crew.
Not this time. Vark is working with the inquest. How else could they have known about our ambush plans? Why else would they kidnap Paul? Sorry, did I neglect to mention that too? They took Paul to keep him quiet and to use as leverage against you. That gives you a tough choice to make. Vark is slippery and Paul's in danger. Go after one, you'll lose the other. So tell me, what's more important to you, revenge or rescue?
I'm an Asura.
Whichever you choose, I'm coming with you.
Of course. The answer is simple. Vark betrayed the crew and he tried to kill us. He has to pay. You'll note, they give you a choice. You can help your friend, or you can let your friend die for revenge's sake. That is the Asura way. A slightly better chess piece than the one we currently have, but hey, new colors. Not as good. Can't use. Not as good. Put that there. That. Salvage. 1, 2, 3, 4. Out we go. And now, Vark. He is in Ratasum, the Asura capital.
You know, that could get you spot on almost any room.
Rocket boost. I'm getting a little better, actually, at finally driving the Beetle. I'm making the first difficult turn in the race, in the festival, regularly now. In the past, that was never happening. So I'm sucking less to the Arcane Council chambers. Why is it sending me over that way? That's not where the Arcane Council is. Grab the waypoint. Follow the green star.
We need to move fast. The council will be convening soon.
Oop, almost. Almost forgot. And that was worth, like 2 full levels. As we finished out the adventure guide. The adventure guide was added. Oh, new colors, that's right. There we go. Oh, now we're actually looking kind of necromancery. We've got Canopy, Sour Apple, also very appropriate for the Asura, and Camel.
It's not showing off if you earned it.
It's sort of showing off if you've earned it, really. Well, let's get the highest tier one up, the Shadow Fiend. We'll give it a 15 seconds here, so resummon. Grothmar Valley done. 8 of 14 now. Very nice. Grothmar Valley is just, I think, is one of the most fun maps they've ever made. We will summon our Shadow Fiend. Not to be confused with our Shadow Friend, because he's both. Yeah, just did the jumping puzzle to finish it off. Oh, the JP there's a little tough. The one in the sort of hidden area. Travel. Presumably.
Have no fear. My highly trained, heavily armed bodyguards are teleporting in as
Yeah, the first part is the worst, then it's not so bad. That's my memory as well, yeah.
Well done, Vark. The military ramifications of your teleporter intrigue me. I'd say that open seat on the council is as good as yours.
Except the device's origins
Now,
have been
Counselor
contested.
Haya here, who
The
seems perfectly
inquest
reasonable,
also
is
claimed
actually evil.
proprietary ownership.
Find that out in
How
one
do
of the
you
other
respond?
origin stories.
A misunderstanding, Counselor.
Or possibly the second
My
chapter of the
assistants
story. Anyway, she's bad too.
their input on the project. The inquest and I have already resolved the issue amicably.
By selling out your crew, Paul and I built that teleporter, and you served us up to the inquest like delicious pudding, all for a
Well,
spot
I'm
on
certainly
the
the
council.
delicious pudding. I don't know about Paul.
You-
Paul pudding
I
doesn't
thought-
sound delicious.
Never mind. Look out! My former subordinate is disgruntled and deranged. We're all in great danger. Inquest! Defend the council!
Go on, call your friends. We're on, Mr. Sparkles. Let's shove that council seat right down Vark's throat.
How about up his throat? That's the long way, granted.
More of this.
Don't let them get me.
I can't take much
Get them all? Not quite.
Getting help.
We've got Vark.
Bartony, stop now.
Why'd you do it, Vark? Paul and I trusted you. Instead of as just another inquest stooge, you could have been remembered as a groundbreaking genius.
Don't be naive. A seat on the council gives me 10 times the prestige, 10 times the power.
10 times
With
the pride, 10
Inquest
times the
support,
fall.
I'll be Ratasum's preeminent genius. Why would I share that with low-level flunkies
Vark,
like you?
kind of a dick.
Because we earned it. Don't get too comfortable in that council seat. Zojia can tie you to her kidnapping, and Paul's.
Paul's murder, you mean? By now, they've already fed him into an incinerator golem. And when I'm done with you, you will wish you were him. Then no one will ever know. The inquest will cover my tracks and make you look like the sellout. And you won't object.
See?
Because you'll be as
And this is
dead
business as
poor
usual.
old
Oops.
Paul.
This is business
I'll
as
be living it
usual.
up for years as Counselor
For
Vaughn,
an Asura.
with exclusive rights to the Snaff Prize Savant title, while you're moldering in your graves. Come on, let's see if we truly get you yet. He's stronger than me. I can beat you. I know I can. So give it up. I taught you everything you know.
How about I kill you by sucking out your last life force?
My council seat. Oh, is lost.
Yes. Your life force. It's a little chalky, I gotta say.
You have my attention. Mr. Sparkles made sure the rest of the council got to safety. They know all about Vark's extracurricular activities.
Good. I hope they annul all of his achievements and strike his name from the roster of geniuses.
They'll probably just sweep it under the rug like usual. Anything that makes the council
See?
look bad gets buried in paperwork and bureaucracy. But Vark got his, and that's something. Now we need to deal with the inquest and recover your teleporter gun.
Nothing would please me more. Do you know where it is?
At Reyna Landing. Meet me there, and Teo will pay for ambushing our ambush. I see explosions and dead inquest in our future.
She's delighted by the prospect. These people will be crazy, yo. Another level up. Shoulders. New dies. Another level, not quite. 14. Almost 15. We get a new hat. So we have 2 rolls now on the dice, because that's my rules. We got 2 new items of attire. So if I don't like the first set of dice, I get to roll again. Here we go. It's not terrible. Turquoise, midnight olive, and salmon. It's not great. I'm going to hit it again. I kind of like that better. We have white gold, canopy. Why would anyone want a canopy? And daybreak. And now Teo's got a payo. See what I did there, kind of as a joke. She's Teo and has to. Never mind. I will glide. Here, there, and everywhere. P is supposed to be a natural antiseptic. It depends. Under most circumstances, it's not actually sterile. It is normally quite clean, but it's not unusual for it to not be sterile. For many years, I thought so as well. I can't remember why I looked it up, but at some point, I actually looked it up.
Who let the inquest into Reyna Landing, and why are they throwing a party?
Teo and her crew are showing off the invention they stole from you. And the inquest never does
But generally
anything in public
speaking,
without at least 3 ulterior motives.
there is nothing you should
Then
pee
we have
on
ample
instead
reason
of
to
using
interrupt them.
clean water if
And
clean
we're
water is
replete with
available.
reasons to kick Teo down a flight of stairs.
2
I
excellent
mean,
ideas, but
unless the other person
hard to choose.
is paying for the privilege.
I know.
In which case,
Let's
sure.
do them both.
Everyone should just
Now
go ahead
that's
and
genius thinking. This
knock
one's
themselves
for Paul.
out. Massaging it into your face, it depends. Like I said,
Welcome. Prepare to be
I was going to say I don't judge, but of course I do. I'm a human. I judge.
Astrospatial displacement zapper. Just press a button, and your
Hey,
target is
I'm actually going to get
destroyed
through
and
without
destination
forgetting
choose.
to summon my pets before any fight.
No receiving gate required. Here, have an up-close and personal demonstration.
Your patter smells worse than fertilizer golem exhaust, Teo. It's a trap, you ignoramuses.
What's cooking, genius? Ha! Don't get used to being called that.
Sure,
by the
Kays.
way.
Giving it a deep think, and I'm going to go out on a limb and going to say they're probably not going to be nuts about the final conclusions they come to. But that's fine too.
Isn't my turret simply brilliant? Don't get too close now.
This has gone far enough, Teo. We're taking you down.
All right, we got to destroy the power generators,
Focus on the turret. That's the only real advantage she has.
or I guess on the turret, which is the power generators.
Now, aren't we?
Getting healthy.
You think CC is annoying? Getting teleported is even
The
worse.
longer you fight, the more you'll suffer.
We have a clear shot at the teleporter turret. Get it.
I'm getting it. I'm getting it. Jeez Louise, she's so bossy. One of the problems we have in the core content is that many of the objects in the world that we're supposed to, say, destroy, in this case, they are immune to conditions.
Teo's turret is down. I wonder how tough she is when she can't run.
When magic and machinery
We
fail,
got her.
it's time for some good old-fashioned...
We got her.
Teo's been a mite in my ear for a long time. Thanks for helping me take her down. Sorry about your invention, though, and your friend Paul.
It wasn't my invention. It was the inquest's abuse of my invention. I'm glad to see it go. Time to move on to other projects. Although, what about the people Teo zapped out of here? Where did they end up? They might need our help.
Leave that to Mr. Sparkles and me. We'll locate Teo's victims, punt a few inquests around, make a day of it.
That sounds like fun. Color me jealous. Thanks for all your help, Zosha. We College of Synergetics alumni should stick together.
Count on it, Savant. I don't say this to everybody. Well, not anybody really, but I would love to work with you again.
That makes 2 of us. Hang on a second. Did you just call me Savant?
I sure did. Paul's dead and Bark is either in custody by now or on the run. Besides, you earned it. I'll tell the council to make it official.
I am
It's
the
been fun,
Snap
Savant.
Savant.
Keep up the good work. I'll be seeing you soon.
Doopity doopy doop doop. And key time.
It's not showing off if you earned it.
We exit. We head back to Ratasum. We'll open our Black Lion chest, and then we'll see how lengthy the actual procedure is for me to make that first piece of legendary armor. Everything is in place. I may have to rearrange some items between characters a few times to get, I think it's all 17 steps done.
Everything has a place in the eternal alchemy.
Bank. 1 Black Lion chest, please. head over here so we can sell the stuff that we don't deconstruct.
Someone determined a way to suppress the inhibitor?
Well, then we die or we bow down to our new golem overlords.
Put all that away. Consume those. Consume that. 50 luck! Oh my god!
These are like cream. Good ones rise to the top.
The value is almost limitless.
Until we converse again.
We sell that. We come back over here. We move these downstairs. No, I can't bring myself
My
to
ears,
just sell it.
how are you?
All right, and this is what we're going to get. For a second, I thought she was going to say something like, I was never friends with Paul. No, she was a friend, and you know, she misses him, but, so. Kind of, that's a Sura. We'll sell the 9 chunks of pure jade. I am guaranteed to get a Black Lion statuette, a Nashblade Dragon Coffer, 2 commons. Good ones are always the unlocks. If I get lucky, the die kits, some of the others aren't bad. The crafting bags, because I'm crafting stuff, legendaries. The uncommons include the Shimmering Aurora skins, which are actually one of my favorite skins of all time. They are pretty freaking awesome, I gotta say. They're just cool skins. And the rares, the Snow Garden skins, I don't think are anywhere near as good. They're seasonal. So if you're in the southern hemisphere, you might be interested in these. I'm in the northern hemisphere, in North America, where much of the country is under a heat dome and is actually melting into molten slag. And then the super rares, which of course I won't get. Never got one. I will click open. We'll get a common here, and hopefully a 5th box. A 5th box will appear. That'll have an uncommon or better, and that's about a 1 in 10 shot. Here we go. Nope. And not especially good stuff either. I haven't had a good one for quite a while. A good key. Put away the crafting stuffs. Put away the revive orb. I have 242 of them in the bank. And the last thing we now have is the Nashblade Dragon Coffer. We will guarantee to get an item worth between 50 silver and 5 gold that we sell. It's a junk item. Most of the rest of the common stuff is also either junk or limited utility. In the uncommon, a couple of things in here are worth a little. The Jarbreaker, for instance, I think is worth about 4 gold. Nice shirt, thank you. Yeah. It's one of a kind.
How may I assist?
You can't find black t-shirts just anywhere, you know. Except my closet. In the rare category, there are a few weapons that I haven't unlocked. And then the super rares, which could be very, very valuable indeed. Yeah, I won't be getting one of those. Here we go. That is the 5 gold item. So at least I got the best of the trash items at 5 gold. We'll drink this to no benefit. The Dragon's Breath Bun. And why do I have any of these in the freaking bank? Probably put them there because I was transferring them from one character to another. Wait, it said I had... Why didn't it stack them? Why did it not stack them? Where are the freaking fireworks? Why did it not stack them? Because they can't be stacked. Those are soulbound to another character. Oh, they're soulbound. Now, we'll just throw these away. I don't suppose I can actually throw these away. Yes, I can. Even though they're soulbound to another character. Nice, actually. I am not Canadian. I am An American, born and raised in California, in the San Francisco Bay Area. Still living there.
Excelsior.
Alright, we have finished up this character's bit. We go back to character select. We go to delete. Fane's Heart, we would like to thank you for your time and effort. The key that you got was fine. The chest that you opened was suboptimal. So, press F. Farewell. The other end of the bay. Yeah, I am at the very southern tip of the bay. Just south of Alviso. And that was that character. So now I am going to make a goddamn legendary piece of armor. And let's see. I've got everything I need. And there are... Oh, I guess because I bought a couple of things. It's 13 steps, not 17 steps. So, Artificer, Weaponsmith, or Huntsman. We will go with Lens. Lens is a full-fledged Artificer. Not at the very northern tip, but nearish. Well, the northern tip is a little less obvious because you have the river coming in. So that definition may vary a little bit. This is Lens. He was the first character created. He was created approximately 60 seconds, maybe less, after the servers came up in the 3-day head start. He was initially my main, but Elementalist has always been fragile, and I wasn't very good. However, he is 500 Tailor and Artificer. Artificer? And he is going to make the first step piece thing. At the Artificing Station. And the first thing is the Gift of Scales. Gift of Scales. Craft 1.
That looks valuable.
Gift of Scales. Next up. Buy the Astral Heavy Ward Coat. Okay. We're going to need the Gift of Scales for that. So that can go there. We want Spongo to do this purchasing. As I'm trying to not mess this up. Look like he sacrificed some virgins. He refuses to comment on the grounds that it might tend to incriminate me. This is my most played character.
Sharper still.
Bongo Smallberries. My Guardian. So this character is almost at 1,000 hours of playtime, 987, out of the 4,243 hours that I've played on my main account.
Excelsior.
Didn't need to do that, just needed to do that. We need the Gift of Scales.
More violence, I say. Less violence.
We are off to the Wizard's Tower. I believe we have to buy this from Lear. Yep. Gift of Scales, Purified Cryptus Essence, 2 pouches of Stardust, and 500 research notes. I hope I've got the research notes. It said I do. I thought I'd used them all, but maybe not. I mostly prefer Dragon Hunter, not because it's the strongest. It hasn't been the strongest for a long time. But because it's the one I'm most familiar with. It's the only real class that I know for a fact that I can play acceptably well without ever really having to think about it. Because I have played him enough. Alright, Lear.
Invigorating!
And I'm buying an Astral Ward heavy coat. Astral Ward heavy coat. All right, we got some unlocks. Next up, craft Gift of Blood. Artificer, Weaponsmith. Artificer can also do the next step. So we're back to Lens.
That is all.
Let me drop this off into the bank. I'm pretty sure we're coming back here again for this character. Do I have any of the other parts that I've already made previously here? Yes. The Gift of Amnitas. Gift of Skywatch Archipelago. I think that's it. I did warn somebody not too long ago about the state of his bags. Someone was complaining about the state of, I think, my or my bank, and I'm going, oh, you should see the bags on Spongo. Back to Lens. We are on to Stage 3, Gift of Blood. I did some Firebrand play when Firebrand was super strong, and I could certainly see how powerful it was. I just didn't have the rotation. I had the rotation down well enough to do a boatload of damage, but it wasn't by any means mastered, and I have not done much Willbender. Gift of Blood.
That looks valuable.
Gift of Blood. Next up, Step 4, Purified Cryptis Essence. Purified Cryptis Essence. Back to Spongo. As we need the bank again. And this is the Oneros Spun Heavy Coat. This will be another unlock. I'll show you both of the two items I've just unlocked. Cosmetic unlocks, I should say. I don't think I actually need those in my inventory.
Spend most of my days threading time and balance. Returning to...
Double checking again. Oneros Spun Heavy Coat. Oneros Spun Heavy Coat. So here's what that one looks like in my current colors. It's invisible. It actually makes your character invisible. It's awesome. Or they look like this. Is this thing loaded? There we are. So you can't really get much of a look at it there because of the dye scheme I currently have on the character. It has sort of an ooky organic look to the next item. Craft the Arcanum of Astral Heartbeat. I need both of those items. I'm not sure I need them in my inventory, but I'm going to get it anyway. So you can get a look at it. This is the Astral Ward. Heavy coat. I like the coloring. I mean, not the coloring, but the dye channels look pretty cool on that. And I know we also need the Rift Hunter heavy coat. And a couple other items that we've got, and we're using these to craft as an achievement the Arcanum of Astral Heartbeat. Craft as an achievement? I'm not understanding that. Is it Lear? I think it is. That's why it's listed as crafting. That's it. We are making Arcanum of Astral Heartbeat. All right, gotta be in here somewhere. Arcanum of Astral Heartbeat. There we go. At first you were thinking to make Firebrand and be useful in game. You'll have tanks and offensive support in MMOs. You think need more time to learn the game, so first you'll try Reaper. Reaper is a straightforward ass kicker. And because it has Shroud, in essence, if you're playing attentively, it in essence gives you 2 life bars. So it's hard to kill. It does really good damage. Reaper is fun. We have an Arcanum of Astral Heartbeat. That's what we need as step number 6. Buy. We need to buy an Elder Scroll for 50 Spirit Shards. From the Mystic Forge Tendant.
What do you need?
Eldritch Scroll, I said, right? Eldritch Scroll. Eldritch Scrolls online. No. Buy one. Get one free? No. Okay. Craft a cube of stabilized dark energy. Well, we can be an armorsmith for that. And care to guess what Spongo here is? Spoiler, he's an armorsmith. I had to tell you. Cube, I think. Cube of stabilized dark energy. Is that the thing? Cube of stabilized dark energy. 8 steps done. No, Todd, I will not buy Elder Scrolls again. You say that. But I tell you, as soon as we get cybernetic plugs in the back of our heads, we're all getting it again. Next up, a gift of expertise. Eldritch Scroll. Another Eldritch Scroll? No, the same Eldritch Scroll. Craft. So this is Mystic Forge. So, Eldritch Scroll, Obsidian Shards. We have the Eldritch Scroll. We have 10 Obsidian Shards.
Sharp blade, sharp mind.
We have 50 Obsidian Shards. Math am hard. Like I said, 50 Obsidian Shards. 1 cube of stabilized dark energy. And 12 amalgamated Cryptus Essence. into the Mystic Forge with them. And this should give me a gift of expertise. Step 9. Gift of expertise. Buy 1 pouch of Stardust for 250 pinches of Stardust. Is that a purchase or just a conversion? Okay, it's not a crafting mat. It must be a currency then. It is a buy from the Faction Provisioner. Faction Provisioner. Faction Provisioner? Guild Wars 2. Faction Provisioner. Give me a sec. Faction Provisioner. Verdant Brink, Arc Basin. It's got to be one here in the Wizard's Tower, right? Wizard's Tower. Rend Scorch Maul in the Tower Courtyard waypoint. We're looking for Rend Scorch Maul. Rend.
Wow,
Rend.
that's quality armor.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Rend. Rend Scorch Maul. Hi, Rend. How you doing? What the hell am I buying again? We are cashing in. That's one big grocery list. What are we brewing in the end? My very first legendary piece of armor. And I've already had a bunch of the shopping list already done. There's a great website, Guild Wars 2 Efficiency, where basically you pick the item you click, I want to use all the materials I have, and it puts the entire list together for you. So I need 1 pinch of Stardust. Wait, what? He doesn't have the things. They lied to me. All right. Pouch of Stardust. He doesn't have it. Now I'm confused. Pouch of Stardust. Astral Ward Mage. It's one of those back here. He doesn't have it either. Must be a different flavor of Astral Ward Mage. Just Astral Ward Mage. Oh, in the Bastions. There is one in the Outer Ring. Gar Leadclaw. No. That requires... Oh, I may actually just have to open one up. I guess I need one more... item. One more. The Pouch of Stardust. I think I know a character who has some. Pouch of Stardust is what we're looking for. I have choosy boxes on this character with a bunch of stuff in them that I haven't opened because I didn't know which ones I would need specifically for crafting, because I have some things and don't have other things. So we need a Pouch of Stardust from one of the choosy boxes, because choosy players choose Jif. I believe someone was complaining about this character's inventory, which is completely understandable, by the way. Convergence. Nope, that's not the one. Inner Nios. Nope. This one, I think. Amnitas. Pouch of Stardust.
Oh, shiny.
We bank that. We banked all those. We now go back to our programming already in progress. Let's see. Should be Gift of Stormy Skies. I had 4 pouches. I needed 5. Got it. Gift of the Astral Ward, I think, is in the bank. This is Mystic Forge. We will go back to Spongos Mulberries. And it is the Gift of Stormy Skies. 5 of each. Case, clot, and pouch. Seriously. We need 5. What else is going in? The Gift of the Astral Ward. We need 5. What was it? Pouch? Pinch it. Pouches of Stardust. Good. And the last one is Case of Captured Lightning. And Gift of Skywatch? No. Gift of Stormy Skies. Gift of Stormy Skies? Oh, Gift of the Astral Ward. Gift of the Astral Ward. I have to do a search and see where, if I've got one of those. You can't see what I'm looking at? I don't see one. Gift of the Astral Ward. How do I make that? We buy that. Do we? No. Persistence. The Gift of Persistence. So we need Skywatch, Amnitas, and Nyos. Amnitas, Skywatch, and we search for Nyos. That's probably back on. What? Gift of Inner Nyos. I swear I had that. Pardon me? Yeah, that make me first time trying to bake a cake. Yes. Yeah. Sold by. Requires illuminating Inner Nyos. Do I not have that achievement done? Is this going to make me very sad? What's the name of it again? Realm of Dreams Mastery. Oh my God, I don't have it done. Why didn't it tell me I didn't have this done? My pain is real. it didn't get it correct. Missing, well, 3 bits of achieves, yeah. The cryptus weapons left behind. Kneel with Nephis to show your loyalty. I'm not. Those may have to be done in story stuff. So that's that's the last thing we needed. We need that to make the gift of stormy skies. The gift of magical prosperity requires craftsmanship, mystic clovers, condensed magic, and gift of research, which I have. That's going to be it. I'm going to have to try. Well, I won't finish making it, but I'm going to try to finish the achieves. I'm going to call it here because I am pooped today. I will try to finish the necessary achieves to get the thing I am missing. And then we can finish this at, we'll say towards the end of the stream tomorrow. Let me make sure that I can make the last thing I need to make. So I need gift of craftsmanship, which I don't think I have here. Time to check all the bags. Wrong button. There we go. Try that again. Why are you doing this to me? Okay, craftsmanship is on lens. Condensed magic is on lens, as is the condensed might. I'm going to pop over to lens. So close. I can taste it. Tastes like frittata. No, wait, that was dinner. Gift of condensed might. Gift of condensed magic. Gift of craftsmanship. I thought I needed the gift of research as well for something. I was pretty sure. We'll drop it in there anyway. Pop back over to Spongo. Yeah, craftsmanship, condensed magic. Oh, why do I have condensed might if I don't need condensed might? Because I don't think I do. Confused. I'm easily confused. On the other hand, I mean, it's not bad to have that extra gift. I mean, oh, I think I may need that for the craft itself. Regardless, we can move these in here with Spongo.
May Lissa aid you.
And the next to the last thing, or the next to the next to the last thing, the next to the last thing before we can make the legendary, or the next to the next to the last thing overall, is the gift of magical prosperity. Craftsmanship, clovers, magic, and research. Research, magic, craftsmanship. 3 of the armor pieces require the gift of condensed might. 3 of them require magic. That's why I had magic. And the other was what? 9 mystic clovers. Frosty Lucky Charms, they're magically delicious. So we double check this again. Craftsmanship, clover, magic, and research. Craftsmanship, clover, magic, and craftsmanship, research. Oh, God. Triple checking everything. So here you can see where we are on the legendary path, Astral Gifts. Mighty prosperity will be made by making one of the other pieces. Good night and best of luck with the project. Thank you, Nod Knox. Thank you very much. And you can see there's 5 more of these Arcanums to go. So we'll make this for one of the other pieces, and then these will be the other pieces, and that'll give us our full legendary, first full legendary set. But that's a ways off. Right now, we just need one more thing, and that is the missing gift. We have Amnitas and Skywatch. We need Interneos. And then we'll make it. So that's my plan for tomorrow. I should be back tomorrow at the usual time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, early morning in Asia and Africa. Asia and Australia. With more Guild Wars 2. I expect I'll be back on Caraxis Scritbane, starting on the Living World story, and then hopefully I'll get this done tonight or tomorrow, and we'll come back here and there'll be one more item here, and we'll finish crafting up my first legendary armor piece tomorrow. That is a follow by Niles _. You get my one and only spiel. Welcome to my humble little stream of misfunction, malfunction, dysfunction, and frequently complete and total and utter unfunction. Thank you very, very much for the follow, and welcome. Thanks a lot. That's a nice way of finishing off the evening. I hope you guys had fun. As always, I really, really appreciate having you hanging around. Thank you, guys. Back tomorrow, usual time. I hope the rest of your Tuesday night goes great. Remember, if you're back here tomorrow night at this time, you've gone over the hump and you're coasting towards the weekend. I'm back tomorrow. Have a great night tonight. Take care, and ciao for now. Good night, guys. Legendary tomorrow. I promise.